Hey everyone, it's good to be back, and I wanted to personally thank you guys for all your support. The comments and the messages have really made a difference to me. It's not easy coming forward with my story and being honest about my eating habits and my medical issues, but I really do feel like it's my life's purpose, or one of my life's purpose, to inspire others that are struggling with that, or that have family members that are struggling with it. So there's really two things that I think play into my health journey when it comes to Hashimoto's. There's the physiological end of things, where my body is experiencing a lot of symptoms that are not normal and really negative. And then there's also the mental part of it. A lot of people don't realize this, but Hashimoto's causes depression. And most people, because of the stigma, like to sweep it under the rug and pretend like it's not affecting them. They don't want to be that person. But I will be honest with you, I was massively depressed when I started getting the symptoms. And everything in my life was exactly the same. Nothing really big had changed. And yet I just felt like I was getting just so down and so depressed, and I could not figure out why. And that's probably the most frustrating part of depression, is that you don't know why the heck you feel the way you feel. I was missing a lot of work at the time. I was working at a call center and I had a lot of responsibilities. I was working my way up in the company, and I was still unable to get up on time and get to work. And then when I missed work, I got even more depressed. And then the depression made it more difficult for me to make positive choices. So I started making really bad choices when it came to what I was eating. So there was the Hashimoto's, right? And then there was the choice to give up and to just say, screw it, whatever, I can't do this. I have watched a family member struggle with Hashimoto's my whole life, and this person could, barely take off any weight, no matter how hard they worked or how much they did. And when I finally got diagnosed with it, when I went to the doctor and was like, I'm losing my mind, and they told me that I had Hashimoto's, I really did just give up, because I'm like, why would I kill myself every day to diet and exercise and not get any results for it? Well, I'll tell you why. There's a couple reasons. The first reason why it's important to exercise is for cardiovascular reasons, the oxygen, the blood flow, what it does for your organs. It's not a weight loss thing for me. Exercise is just about being healthy and helping your body function. It's so important. The other reason why giving up is just a stupid thing to do, no offense, is because you blow up and gain a ton of weight, because the rate of weight gain with someone who has Hashimoto's or hypothyroidism is so much faster when you eat like crap. So for me, those were the reasons why I discovered that giving up was not a good choice for me. So I've heard a lot of people talk about doTERRA and the oils, and how much the Eastern approach kind of fills in the gaps with the pharmaceutical medications. I'm on 88 micrograms of Synthroid, and it works well. My blood tests come back normal. Everything looks great. But I'm still struggling to take off the weight, and I still feel like crap. So what's the missing link? I had someone tell me that that the medication works and helps, but you'll never feel the same, that you'll never get the energy back that you had before. I call BS. I straight up call BS on that. I believe that there is a way to get your energy back, and I believe that there is a way to feel normal again. I'm on a journey to figure that out, but I've seen it happen in other people's lives. With the doTERRA oils, what I've been doing is I've been applying a mixture of frankincense, lemongrass, and clove with a little bit of coconut oil, and applying it directly to the thyroid area as well as the bottom of my feet. I've heard 3 cases of people who have been able to get off the Synthroid or the levothyroxine completely by just doing the essential oils. So I have yet to see if that will work, but I do know that nutrition is key in hypothyroidism or Hashimoto's. There's so many chemicals in the food out there that I believe, and a lot of people believe, that it is causing Hashimoto's. The percentage of people that have this illness now, as opposed to 50 years ago, is astronomical. Call it what you will, but I truly believe that it has to do with all the processed foods and the chemicals in those foods. So I've eliminated all the processed foods. I've tried really hard to eliminate all the processed foods. And I went through about a 3 to 5 day detox where I felt like absolute crap, especially from the lack of sugar, because that does produce endorphins and it does help boost your mood and make you feel good for a minute. But sugar is just terrible. It really is, at least in larger quantities. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about were the positive and negative choices and what those mean to me or to you. So I challenge you to write down 10 things that you're doing right now, today, that are helping you in a positive way on your health journey. And then I want you to write down 10 negative things that you're doing that are hindering your weight loss journey. And it helps you kind of take a look at your behaviors and what it is that you're doing right, that you want to keep doing, and what it is that you're doing wrong. For me, I sleep way too much, and I really need to work on cutting out the naps, cutting out the daytime TV, because it's really easy when you're fatigued all the time to just lay on the couch, turn on the tube, watch an hour, say, okay, after this show, I'm getting up and I'm doing the dishes, but then the next episode comes on and it's a perpetual cycle. So one of the things I also wanted you to think about is that 2/3 of Americans are consuming way more calories than their body even have the capabilities to use or burn. 2/3. And I say it's not our faults as individuals. Yes, we have the power of choice, but we have also been plunged into a society where portions are unbelievably bigger than they need to be, and we have been raised to think that that is normal. So for anyone who wants to call people who are overweight lazy and stupid, or whatever people say about those who are overweight, don't let it affect you, because it is not all of our faults. And a lot of people who struggle with their weight loss have a lot of soul wounds and emotional things that they need to deal with and address before they can take off that fat. So I'm going to show you guys this book one more time. I don't have it with me, but it's called Faith and Fat Loss by Ron Williams, and it totally changed my life. Since I've been reading this book, I have actually been doing what I should be doing for my health, not because of the number on the scale. Screw the number on the scale. That's inaccurate in a lot of ways as it is, because if you guys take a look at a picture of 5 pounds of fat, it's freaking huge. And then 5 pounds of muscle is like a little tiny piece of steak. So if you compare those two, I say screw the number on the scale. I would encourage you, if you guys are going to start on your weight loss journey, to get a body scan, because that tells you the percentage of muscle and fat and water and yada, yada, yada. So you can actually see the real results rather than that pretend false reality on that scale. So I weigh myself as a way to kind of, mark something in my journal, but I don't pay attention to it and I don't let it eat me aside. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to give you guys one little treat that I do. For each YouTube video, I want to give you guys a little recipe. So I take the brown pears and I cut them in half, and then I sprinkle on ginger and nutmeg, and then you could do like a little stevia if you wanted to. And then at 275, set the oven to 275 and bake the pears for 30 minutes. And then when they come out of the oven, you drizzle on some coconut cream, and it is delish. I absolutely love it. Low calorie, low sugar, gluten-free, yumness. So try that. And then if you have any questions, just comment below or send me a message on Facebook. I love you all. Bye.